Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. Let's get rocking and rolling. The Hunter trial jury began deliberating yesterday, deliberated 1 hour. They're back at it this morning. I can't imagine this being a long deliberation. Of course, it has to be unanimous. They're looking for a jury nullification where they just ignore all the evidence. As I point out in my Facebook Live yesterday, it makes no sense that Hunter Biden did not testify when he was claiming he didn't knowingly lie on that form. Well, if you don't testify, how the hell do they know that? I think the prosecution proved its case. What the jury does, who the hell knows? I also pointed out on Facebook Live this morning that they love this. Biden world does. Why? This is no new ground. We all know all this stuff about Hunter. And guess what it does? It makes them say, oh, see, you convicted of Biden, so leave us alone. That's their play. Trump's VP picks are apparently narrowed down to some sources to 4. J.D. Vance, Marco Rubio, Burgum, and who was the 4th one? Ben Carson. All right. Pelosi can't make it up. She, off the cuff, told the truth. She made an admission that they weren't prepared on January 6th, and she accepts responsibility for not having enough security there. Wow, this is blockbuster. After all the time denying and blaming Trump, Pelosi comes clean and accepts responsibility. Wow. Joe Biden at a Juneteenth event where they were all dancing had another brain freeze. By the way, we're allowed to mock him because he's president of the United States running for political office, so everything's on the table. We're not mocking your uncle. We're not mocking your neighbor. We're mocking Joe Biden, president of the United States, who's missing part of his brain and is fully demented. Everybody's okay with that. Hospital facility fees. They're now charging hospital facility fees to people even if you don't go to the hospital. Isn't that special, Patrick Stevenson? Patrick Stevenson's going to be interviewed in a minute, Durrani Client. My guest is in the studio. All right, you ready for this? The American College of Pediatricians, the conservative members, and Dr. Cowboy Charles Millman actually signed the declaration, he said they're against this gender-affirming surgeries. Guess what? The actual main pediatrician group's all for it. Fetterman was in a car accident. He rear-ended somebody in Maryland. He and his wife are okay. Pay first surgeries. This is the newest thing. You got to pay first before you have that surgery. In other words, if they kill you, too bad. Musk says he will ban Apple iPhones if Apple does this AI deal. We'll see what happens. The United States, Patrick Stevenson, like we're not broken up, borrowed $1.2 trillion in the past 8 months. Print that money. Print that money. Trump had his phone call with his probation and parole officer. Apparently some people are worked up that he got to do it virtually and not in person. All right, Trump says no more taxes on tips. I think he just won, Patrick Stevenson, the entire waitress community. You know what? If Joe Biden can use our tax dollars to forgive loans, President Trump could say, you keep your tax dollars, no on tips. Toyota lost $15 billion in market value, apparently, due to some lying and some recalls. Flying Jill Biden. She flew to France, go to see the trial Hunter, back to France, $350,000. The Democratic National Committee claims that they will pick up the bill. What's that mean? That's an admission it was wrong. Biden's approval rating is the worst ever. Keep on taking, Joe. Right here, I'll do a Joe Biden invitation.
No, freeze.
You need a cough drop? Producer? Nothing like when your producer coughs in the middle of your show. Maybe she'll edit it out or maybe she won't. This is the Bulldog. Do not be a pernicious, swaggering lootster. Your Shakespeare insult of the day, chosen by Jamie Spinley, who's about to lose 2 straight games in chess.